Hi, welcome to Why This Now. I'm already laughing because I'm clicking my clicker to click it on. Why is it working? I just changed the battery. Oh, I didn't flip it on. We're still figuring things out. Some days are better than others. So, thank you for joining me today. We are going to be doing this is the first part of two parts called Chasing After Hope. It's a huge topic. And as I was writing it, I discovered that I was not going to be able to cover it all in one segment. And I wanted to have this be an opportunity for you to take time to write down a lot of what I'm going to ask you to reflect on during this time, because I feel like we don't take time in our busy world. I'm sure everyone can agree with this, to pause and intentionally have time to stop and reflect what we're doing. And I know coming to Why This Now, this is a place for encouragement. This is part of my journey of why this now? Why did I have to retire early from teaching? And what am I supposed to do now? And why is this happening now in this time of my life? And you can go back to my very first intro video and you can get the whole story, and some other details on that. I will refer to some of my other videos that I've recorded since July when I started this in 21. So I hope that you'll go back and visit those. I also hope that you will like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. That would be awesome. If you want to email me, you can also email me if you have questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions for topics. I'm happy to entertain topic suggestions too. And you can email me at a Gmail address at whythisnow, the number 63, and just send me your emails to there and I will check that. So the questions for today are for reflection. If you don't have a piece of paper or a journal that you're using for Why This Now, I encourage you to pause the video and go get one. And then also I'm working on getting some journals available for purchase. So if you have any great sources that you want to send me, I'm open to that. I have a few that I'm working with right now, but I want to make them super reasonable and that you can just have them handy for your Why This Now video watching. So that would be really fun. I'm going to look into that. So today, what do you hope for? Our first question, what do you hope for? Hope is a buzzword the last few years, especially with the pandemic, and we're trying to move out of it. And, we hope that we will get out of this pandemic. We hope for better days. We hope for dreams and aspirations that we have in our life to come to pass. So today's questions are all centered around hope. And hope, by definition, is putting your trust and your expectations in something that will come to pass in your life, something that you hope for, something that you dream about, something that you've shared ideals with friends, or even maybe just with yourself that you haven't shared with others, things that you've shared with your spouse or your significant other in your life. And then, things that you hope for and things that you hope in are all tied to where you find your hope. And that's where I want to lead us in the direction today and lead you to really reflect and take time to do that. So the next question is, how do you stay hopeful? What are things that you do in your life to help you stay hopeful, to stay hoping for the things, to remain in that state of wanting to move forward, that not being discouraged? How do you lose your hope? What causes you to lose your hope? And think about that, and please write those down too, because we're going to revisit those in part 2 of this video. So sorry. So hope, by definition, we talked about is trust and expectations. So hope is always going to be based on what you trust that's going to happen. Why do you trust that? Think about why you trust in that. And then also, when you begin hoping, when do you feel that, okay, now I can start? What have you done to prepare for that beginning to hope? And how do you stay the course in that hopeful journey? And then what discourages your hope? What brings you to the point of, oh, I can't hope in this anymore? Where is that pivot point? And I'm going to talk about that in just in a minute. And then the last question here is, where do you find your hope? You know that my faith is where I find my hope. I'll talk about that a little bit more in part 2, but this is not about convincing you. This is about encouraging you to pause and search and take time for yourself to think clearly and honestly and truly about where you get your hope, what you're hoping for, and how your journey looks on where you're going towards achieving that end result, which will be achieving your hope and finding your hope and staying within that journey. So the who is who you put your trust in. Who? Can you put your trust in your spouse, your friends? Who can be your job, even though it's technically a what? But your career, do you put your hope in your career for fulfilling your dreams and aspirations? Who do you put your hope in? Your personal pivot point of maintaining your journey of hope will be what sustains you. Your pivotal point of what hope is. What is your hope linked to? That will be your pivot point for you chasing your hope in your why this now. As always, I wish you joy, peace, and hope as you journey in your why this now. Please remember, comment, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I always am welcome to hearing feedback, so please do. All right, have a great day.